There's a video doing the rounds online. It's a short animated film called Maker vs. Marker. On the left side of the screen, there's a human hand. On the right, there's this little warrior drawn in marker. They do battle. It's a lot of fun, and it's got a great soundtrack. The composer is Brian Sadler, and it turns out he's a musician with the U.S. Navy. Here's the world's Alex Gallafent.
About half an hour south of Tokyo, there's a place called Yokosuka. It's where Brian Sadler's been living for almost 3 years.
And we're just situated on this little bay that's here, and there's an American Navy base that's here.
Sadler plays trombone for a living. He's a musician, second class for the Navy, stationed as part of the 7th Fleet Band. The band puts on concerts for all kinds of events.
Military ceremonies, public concerts, retirement ceremonies.
And not just around the base in Japan. Brian Sadler's been all over the region, to Hong Kong, China, Malaysia and Vietnam, even Australia. And when they travel, the Navy musicians mix up the repertoire.
Like when we go to Indonesia, we'll play a few of their local hits at the time, or maybe a classic Indonesian song or something like that.
But Sadler's main thing, the thing he really loves, is writing music.
It used to be trombone came first, and then I would do this as a hobby. But now this comes first. It's what I enjoy doing. Trombone, even though I'm getting paid by the Navy, it's kind of taken the back seat to this.
This piece is called Action Brass. It's not your normal military fare. Put it on your iPod, and you're the star of your own Hollywood thriller.
I just was listening to soundtracks and film scores when I was a kid, and I just loved it because it was like classical music, except a lot more exciting.
Brian Sadler composed this music from a secret underwater lair in the Sea of Japan. It's codenamed Gold Tromboner. Alright, that's not true. He composes everything on his laptop. Sadler uses a music notation program that plays the score through a library of sampled instruments. Sometimes, like here with Action Brass, he gets the 7th Fleet Band to play it too.
And they like it because it's fun for them to play. And that's mainly how I got started writing this kind of music, because it was fun to play. Especially for musicians like us. We're not studio musicians in Hollywood. So mainly we're playing marches and, ballads. So this gives us something really cool to mix it up with.
The animated short, Maker vs. Marker, is going viral online, and over the past few days, Brian Sadler's been getting emails from filmmakers, including some from Hollywood.
One guy was a visual effects supervisor in Hollywood, and he's worked on The Matrix, Polar Express, Battleship.
Appropriate.
And he's getting into directing, and he asked me if I could collaborate with him.
Exciting times. Not that Sadler plans to give up the 7th Fleet Band anytime soon. The Navy's in his blood. His dad served in the construction battalion for 27 years, and there's some security in it too.
For now, it's steady work, especially being a musician. Sometimes you don't know where your next paycheck is going to come from. So, at least with the Navy, I've got a contract. I know what I'm going to be doing for the next 5 years or 6 years. And even if I don't do any gigs, I'll still have a paycheck come. But the way things are looking with the budget, they may be canceling the Navy music program. I don't know yet, but, they're making budget cuts. Hopefully nothing will happen.
If it does, Brian Sadler might be out of a job when his contract runs out. Perhaps California will beckon. For the World, I'm Alex Gallafent.
And you've got to check out the Maker vs. Marker video. It's at theworld.org. It's by a British animator by the name of Johnny Lawrence, and it is really cool. From the Nan and Bill Harris studios at WGBH in Boston, signing off, I'm Marco Werman. Thank you for listening.